Ooh. Miwari Yidema explorers. It's good to be back in my tent after a day in the heat. The civilization we'll be looking at today is one of the more recent ones we've talked about so far. It started around only 1700 years ago or so and lasted until about 900 years ago. Not a bad run if you ask me. This civilization began as a complex web of societies that grew up around the trade of a few items you may have heard of: salt and gold. But the empire didn't really form until the introduction of a certain water-wise beast of burden made the transportation of goods and, of course, people a little easier in a less than hospitable climate. By the time of the Muslim conquest 400 years later, this empire stretched all the way from the northern tip of the continent to the Niger River in the south. In this empire, storytelling was an important tradition, and the griots, or storytellers, played a pivotal role in society. The items I've sent you are decorated with Adinkra symbols, which aren't a language, but represent sayings, shortened versions of those stories. See if you can figure out what these symbols mean. There is a symbol called Ananse Untontan, which literally means spider's web. It is a symbol of wisdom, creativity, and of the complexities of life. Complexities of life are certainly plentiful here in the forest. Like many forests around the world, this one is in danger, and there are some animals that have only been found here. In fact, biologists are still discovering new species, like this species of butterfly. Come here, little fella. Yeah, look at that. It's named Milothris atewa, commonly known as the Atewa dotted border butterfly. You go right back in there, please. Don't fly away. Or there's this Mazucha strigocincta moth. It's sometimes called a Pikachu moth for all these markings on it. You see those? Fascinating. But the scariest of all is this spider tick. This new species, measuring just over ½ inch long, has a lineage going back to the dinosaurs and has been dubbed Dino Spider by conservationists who found it. It's super scary looking, but I actually have one trapped right here in this container. I gotta go.